Berlin-Hohenschönhausen. Today, the former prison is a memorial. But 47 years ago, Edda Schönherz served time here as a political prisoner.
I was here for almost half a year. Half a year and 2.5 years at Hoheneck and Stolberg in the Ore Mountains, in what was back then East Germany's worst women's prison.
In 1974, Schönherz was an East German TV star.
This show will examine how the working class is adapting to its growing leadership role based on 2 stories.
But the face of East German TV didn't believe in the Communist Party's ideas. While on holiday in Budapest, Edda Schönherz visited the West German embassy, made inquiries about emigrating, and was arrested.
My children were 11 and 12. For 5 months I didn't know what had happened to them, and the Stasi wasn't obliged to tell me.
Housed at a former prison camp operated by the Soviet secret police, Hohenschönhausen was the Stasi's main pre-trial detention center from 1951 to 1989. After the wall went up, most of those held here were people who'd tried to leave East Germany, like Edda Schönherz. Today she leads tour groups through the memorial. She shows them the unassuming delivery van in which she too was brought here. Disguised as a bakery van, its interior contained 5 prison cells. While in the 1960s physical torture was no longer employed, the Stasi had other ways of tormenting its victims, including isolation and degradation.
Here's number 104. That was my cell. While you were sitting there brooding, contemplating or crying, the flap would fly open and someone would scream into it, "This isn't a sanatorium. Sit down on the stool, but don't lean." Yes, the day has 24 hours and I was allowed to spend from 10 at night till 6 in the morning lying in bed. The rest of the time I'd sit on the stool or pace back and forth when I wasn't being interrogated.
Edda Schönherz was sentenced to 3 years in jail, and after that it took another 2 years before she was allowed to leave East Germany. The Stasi left an indelible mark on her life, but she refused to become their victim.
I have no anger or hate in me, because then they'd have achieved what they wanted, to destroy my life. So I never let that happen.
Later in the West, Edda Schönherz resumed her career hosting shows on Bavarian TV.